This changes absolutely everything in my life, every plan that I had in Russia, every plan that I had in life, at least for me. My wife and I will be going live this weekend to talk about this. As you saw in that thumbnail, yes, we are expecting a child. And I am so happy. So many people have been asking, when are you going to have kids? When are you going to have kids? And it's not because we haven't been trying, it's just hasn't happened. And now I can officially say that yes, my wife is pregnant, and we kept it a secret for some people because, it's a very scary thing to say with all the miscarriages, with all the problems in life, and these are very private things. But I wanted to share this with you because this absolutely changes everything that goes on in this channel. My wife and I, we make the videos together. She helps me when we're outside. She helps me when we travel. And the reason why I've been doing so many things, sitting down and talking is, well, guess what? My wife has been pregnant for over 3 months. And I am so proud of her. She's been so brave and strong. She's going to talk about these things herself this weekend because we will be doing a live, because this is a very informative topic. A lot of people from the West want to come and have children maybe in Russia. Well, a lot of the guys, they take their wives out of here, but I'm staying in Russia. I will honor her bloodline. I want her to have her baby here in Russia, the same land that saw her mom born. Her mom was born on the shores of Lake Baikal. Ksenia was born in Irkutsk Oblast. I want my children to experience and be proud of the same place, right? I want them to know that they are from the same place as their mother. I am a foreigner. I came to these lands, and we must honor my wife by allowing her to give birth in her native land. The channel is obviously not going to die. I will not let it die because this sends this channel in a totally different direction where we can explore different things. For instance, I have never had a child. I have never gone to the clinic to have ultrasounds and all of these things. But here in Irkutsk Oblast, I was actually shocked that I wasn't allowed to go in with my wife and see the baby in the stomach. This is, I think, very Soviet style. I will have to pay in the future for a private clinic, but these are things that I'm learning as an outsider, how things are in Russia. A lot of the things that I'm going to talk about this weekend, I think are going to be very helpful for men who want to come to Russia and stay. A lot of future videos are going to be guides to helping men cope with the cultural differences here in Russia when it comes to having babies and when it comes to having hospital checkups and all those things. I think this is really important information. A lot of new people are coming to Russia under the shared values, but they don't really know what Russian values are or Russian culture. They don't really know Russian culture and Russian values. And a lot of these things I can talk about in the future as I navigate my life through these new changes. Hello and welcome to our channel, to another video. Please do consider subscribing. We are on the road to 90,000 subscribers, and it would really be helpful if you put the notification on as well. We appreciate the support we've had on this channel. We have a great community. We make all sorts of content, this being one of them, just one-on-one talk, conversation, and in the weekend we are going to be doing a live. I think this is a very unique channel because we're very personal with our audience, so please do remember, subscribe and put on the notifications. As many of you guys know, we are building a house and now we're pregnant. So we are going to be attacking both. I know that I can work hard, and we do have some investments here in Russia that are paying off very well. We are confident that we can continue building the house and give the child a great life. Now, please comment down below if you are also in this situation. Are you a foreigner who has had a child in Russia? Please let us know what your experience has been like. But also, if you are a Russian watching and you've had children outside of Russia, Tell us how that is different from what you expected versus Russia. A lot of the people who comment on our videos give information to other people who are looking for it. In this channel, it just feels like a great forum, and a lot of people communicate from all over the world, and I think that's really special. So never miss an opportunity to leave a comment. You never know, you might be helping someone. 4 days from now, just 4 days from now, will be the anniversary of my arrival to Russia. I came again April 15th, and I had my two-way ticket. I could have never imagined that my life would have gone this route. I was at the airport ready to go back to the United States, but I stayed for Ksenia. I kept on going steady with her, even though we had so many problems. It was so difficult to cope with the cultural differences. It's not easy dating someone who's so different culturally, because Russians are not, even though people might think that, oh, I'm a conservative, Russians are conservatives. Yeah, that means nothing. The Russian culture is very unique, and it's very in its own league. And yeah, we had so many problems. Many times I didn't even want to be with her, and we overcame so many things. We can talk about it this weekend. But what I'm trying to get at is that I really never expected my life to be where it is right now. Even making these videos and being online as much as I am, this is very unusual for what I thought my life would be. Before I came to Russia, before I even started traveling, as you know, I was in the military. I didn't have any positive views towards other countries who were at odds with the United States geopolitically. Never even thought that I would enjoy Russia. I knew I wanted to see Siberia because I liked miserable places, and now I made home of one of the most miserable places that the world knows. You know, Siberia, because of its isolation and its weather. But I can say that I am very proud of the place that I am in right now. I know a lot of people watch this channel, and a lot of people have been inspired to make moves or just travel to Russia or travel anywhere in the world. Because I think that Russia is a little bit like Mexico was in the 1990s. So much negative views on the Russia, like in Mexico, and you just have to visit a place to see if you like it. I don't suggest you try to make a life in Russia. I suggest you come visit Russia as a tourist. So, in case some of you guys don't watch the live, I want to give you a story about how we found out that Ksenia was pregnant. You can see these are 2 positive tests. Really hard to focus on this. We have 2 positive tests, and I could not believe it. I was like, no, there's no way. We've been trying for years. And I mean, it was like a year and a half. By the time we did get pregnant, almost 2 years. And I said, you know what? I don't believe it. Let's get another pregnancy test and let me pee on it. Because I was thinking, like, I don't know, it could be faulty. Yeah, we got a different one, but I tested negative. There's only one line there. So Ksenia peed on two positive tests, and I got 1 negative. Thank God, because it would have been really weird if mine was a positive result. But what I'm trying to get at is that it was unbelievable, the joy. I remember how unreal it felt. And in this weekend, we are going to share stories about the ultrasound and show you the ultrasound picture and all of these things. But for the people who are trying to have babies, just keep trying. And yes, this changes absolutely everything on this channel. I have to obviously take care of my wife. I have to make sure that she's continuing to be number 1 in my life. But now I have 2 number 1s to worry about. And it makes me so happy. I want to give a big thanks to a lot of friends. They know who they are, who I came to in absolute depression. Because we got married last August, and I really wanted to have a baby so much, even before we were married. And a lot of people don't know that we were struggling to have a baby, but there's a selective few people who I talked about, really good friends, and they know who they are. They kept me motivated. They kept me out of the trenches of my mind. And like I said, now I have to worry about my two number ones. And I couldn't be happier. Please do consider leaving a comment, and please do consider watching our live this weekend where we're going to share more things. And just know that I am proud to be a Mexican American who moved to Siberia not long ago, who has married in Siberia, and who is going to have his first child in Siberian Russia, Irkutsk Oblast. This is my home, and this will be the place where my child is born.